we came into today confident. I thought we came out of the gates, just played some of the best defense of our year for the first 8 minutes of that game. And, unfortunately at that time, our offense wasn't our best, and we weren't able to extend a lead, I thought, when we got some stops, and could have really put some game pressure on them early on and played into their hands a little bit when we started forcing some shots up at the rim against a really good shot blocker in Clairbot. And I thought that changed the game. When we gave them some life going back into the half, and then they ended up extending a lead by 8 going into halftime. Not ideal to be down that much at half and have to fight back. And then, we got it. We've done this before. We had to play our butts off, and we did a great job of that to get back in the game. Cut it to a one-possession game. And unfortunately, just didn't have enough in the tank. And, we did not bring a physicality offensively to this game that was required against a team that prides himself on being physical and tough. And that was the difference in the game.
Coach, if I told you back on January 3rd you wouldn't win a home game for 2 months, you probably would have laughed at me. But here we are. It's just been an unbelievable stretch of games here. You see any common denominator in all this? Is it just kind of luck?
I don't know, bud. I don't know. We prepare the same way. We look to execute the same way. I don't know what it is. Crowd's been great. It's a great crowd in here today supporting us. I don't know what it is. We've had some unfortunate luck. I think we've played some really good teams. Central's playing some really good basketball. They just went in on the road and lost a nail-biter after they had a big lead on Kent State last game. We knew they were good, and they are good. They're playing really good and getting confident at the right time. So, I don't know. I just think, unfortunately, we've had some unfortunate luck. We had some guys in, out of our lineup. We kind of – that's part of a season. That's a journey of a season. So I can't give you an answer as to what's going on here. But I'd love for us to play here like we do on the road, I'll tell you that.
I looked up at the stats about midway through the second half, 9 rebounds for you guys. You picked it up towards the end, but still, that hurts.
Yeah. They're a tough physical team, and you got to match their physicality. And Gardner is we talk about having junkyard dog mentalities. We said he was, and he was tonight. I mean, that's the kind of guys you love. He went in, no made field goals, but he had 10 rebounds and 5 offensive rebounds for them, drew 4 fouls for them, and had 4 assists. That guy did whatever it took for his team. And we did not match the physicality. We had 18 fouls to their 11, and we didn't really foul them too much at the end. So, it's disappointed that we didn't come out and physically match them. I thought we did to start the game, and then we kind of had a lull there where we just, I don't know what it is. If we got tight, whatever it was, that can't happen.
In the second half, Coach, obviously you guys kind of turned it on, kind of cut the deficit. They had a 16-point lead. You cut the deficit all the way to 16. You got it down even shorter than that. What were some of the positives that you saw during that stretch run in the second half?
Our guys were playing hard, flying around for each other on the defensive end. When you can create turnovers or could create opportunities like that, you can get out in transition. Now it's harder for them to match up. They're a really sound, tough half-court defense team. And I thought that was a big positive for us. But we did that last game. I mean, we did the same thing against Akron. Took a 7-point lead, had momentum, gave it back, and then our defensive energy dropped because our we got to maintain defensive energy and toughness even if shots aren't falling. And I thought we wanted shots to fall, and they didn't, and then kind of had a little bit of a lull there, and that gave them great confidence. So, but proud of how we keep fighting. These guys fight for each other till the bitter end.
Ryan, I'm not really smart enough to figure out the way the conference standings are spreading out, and I assume that you just don't worry about it and just say, if we win, someone will tell us where to play.
Yeah, that's honestly, obviously we want to go to Cleveland. I think, we talk about it being one game at a time, so we try not to think of it. It's one game at a time. We got 2 more. Got to try to win both. I don't know what the standings are either, but that's just what we got to focus on is winning these next 2 games, and then, hopefully it works out. But it's all about our next game.
Does that apply to you, George?
I mean, no, I mean, the reality is everybody knows it. Like, we focus, we tell ourselves we have to focus on the next game. And that's your job, responsibility. Obviously, everybody knows this is why people love college basketball and love March Madness. You know where you stand. You know what's in front of you. And the thing you can't do is cheer for other teams. You got to get it done yourself. It's one thing you got to do. You can't hope. You got to go take it. And we had an opportunity to take it today. We didn't do that.
Focusing on the next game, what are some of the things that you definitely just want to clean up in order to not have these reoccurring moments of, like you said, these lows, defensive lows, not maintaining the physicality as you talked about? What's some of the other things you'd like to clean up?
Yeah, I'd have to watch the film back fully to give a great answer on that. But I would like to see us when there's moments where, hey, shots aren't falling, or we gotta just keep getting it done one possession at a time, or, you know, we missed 2 or 3, but, you know, it's a 5-point game. We don't give up that crushing one where we just take a break defensively and now all of a sudden they're back down 2, you know, where we have a lead. We got to learn how to extend leads. Right? We've had leads. We don't extend them. It's been a while since we have. And that's something we got to, like, take pride in. Like, when you have a chance to really put your foot down and make that statement, that part of the game where you got to seize that moment, go take it, and not fear what's going to happen. And if you don't get it that time, get back on defense and pick up your defensive energy. And all of a sudden you pick up your defensive energy, now your offense just comes with it, like it did at the end of the game. And do that before all of a sudden now we got to do it when we're playing catch-up. Thanks.